In the heart of Seattle, where rain-painted streets carried secrets no one dared to say out loud, Emily Wilson thought she knew every corner of her husband Ryan's life until one ordinary Tuesday evening cracked her world open. And if you're watching this right now, don't scroll, because what she discovered next will shake you more than she expected. You won't believe the truth until the very last second, so stay with me. It all began when Emily returned home early from her shift at the community hospital, the kitchen lights still off and Ryan's car parked outside like he was home. But the house felt strangely silent, the kind of silence that presses against your chest. She set her bag down quietly and walked down the hallway. Hearing the faint buzzing of Ryan's phone on the living room table, that was when she noticed something odd. A message preview from a contact saved simply as M with a heart next to it. Reading, "Can't wait to see you tonight." Her stomach dropped because Ryan was supposed to be working late. Suddenly, every memory, every laugh, every kiss felt like it had a shadow behind it. So she picked up the phone, hesitated, put it down, and took a deep breath, whispering to herself, "Don't jump to conclusions." But her hands were already trembling. And right then, the door opened. Brian walked in, and when he saw her standing next to his buzzing phone, something flickered across his eyes. Not guilt exactly, but fear mixed with something heavier. Emily asked him calmly, "Ryan, who's M?" His jaw tightened in a way she had never seen before, and without answering, he grabbed the phone, shoved it in his pocket, and said, "You're overthinking again, bet." There was a shake in his voice, a hesitation that burned into her chest. That night, Ryan slept on the couch, claiming he was exhausted, but Emily barely closed her eyes, replaying everything. By morning, she decided she couldn't live in doubt, so she followed him quietly, carefully. Her car stayed a few lengths behind his as he drove out of the city. He passed their usual routes, past his supposed office, and deeper into a part of town she had never seen him visit before. Then he parked outside a small beige building with no sign except a faded number 42 on the door. Emily's heart pounded as she watched him hesitate before entering. When he disappeared inside, she stepped out into the cold morning air, the smell of damp pavement mixing with adrenaline. She approached the building, pressing her ear to the door. Hearing muffled voices, one of them Ryan's low tense, almost pleading. She couldn't make out the words, only the tone. Just then, her phone buzzed, a notification from her best friend Lily. "Girl, if something feels off, don't ignore it. Trust yourself." So Emily trusted herself, cracked the door open. What she saw made her blood freeze. Ryan was sitting across from a woman with long dark hair, her expression pale and tired, holding what looked like medical documents. Emily's breath caught, thinking this must be the woman from the messages, the woman he was meeting in secret. Before she could run, the woman noticed her and stood up weakly. She said, "You must be Emily. I've wanted to meet you." Ryan's head whipped around, panic in his eyes as he rushed to her saying, "It's not what you think." But Emily stepped back, shaking. "Don't touch me. Tell me who she is." The woman gently raised a hand and said, "I'm Mia, Ryan's sister." Emily blinked, stunned, because Ryan had no sister. He always said he was an only child. And Ryan finally spoke, voice breaking, "I lied, Emily, because I didn't want this to touch our life." Mia slid the papers toward Emily hospital records, terminal diagnosis forms. She explained she had been diagnosed months ago, needing treatments she couldn't afford. Ryan had been secretly working extra shifts, selling belongings, reaching out to relatives, anything to help her. Mia didn't want to burden Emily, fearing it would strain their marriage, so Ryan kept it secret. The message Emily saw was MIA thanking him after agreeing to a new treatment trial. Emily felt her knees weaken as the truth washed over her. Guilt, relief, sorrow, love, everything hit her at once as Ryan reached for her hand again, whispering, "I'm sorry I chose secrecy instead of trust." Emily, voice trembling, said, "Why didn't you trust me to love you through this?" Ryan couldn't answer. They took Mia home for dinner that night, the first real meal she'd had in days. For the first time, Emily saw the cracks in Ryan, the dark circles, exhaustion, fear he had been carrying alone. That night, as Mia slept in the guest room, Emily and Ryan sat in the living room holding hands in the quiet. The rain tapped against the windows the way it always did in Seattle. Emily whispered, "Next time, tell me the truth. Even if it hurts." And Ryan nodded, tears in his eyes. "I promise." They kissed softly, the kind of kiss rebuilt from broken pieces. And if you're still listening, here's the truth. Sometimes the secrets we fear the most are meant to protect us, not destroy us. So before you judge someone you love, take a breath and remember Emily and Ryan's story. If you want more emotional, suspense-filled stories like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because the next story I'm about to drop will shock you even more than this one.